Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Thunsomi. Now I have to start this episode by apologizing because I'm going to be clearing my throat a couple of times. I'm pretty sure of that. There we go. Because something is wrong with my throat. I don't know what. I hope it's not the famous thingamajig, but who knows. Starting off with those words, let's hope that my mind is clear to keep up with the game anyway. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so to speak, but let's get on with this. And we've come quite a bit here in our third season. We're going to try and get 4 games today as well. Aldershot, Halifax, Eastleigh, Leith, Boston United. So Eastleigh, strange name. But anyway, it's the FA Trophy and hopefully we can win that game because that's important. Now, looking at my players, we have a lot of tired players. So we're going to have to rest a couple of players. But I'm going to wait with that until we are on match day. I think there is 1 or 2 days to go still before we get there. But as I said, there's a big chance that we need to rest a couple of players. And I'm going to do that in that case. Risking falling in the table and losing points and everything. But I feel that I need my strongest players to be fit. I can't risk any injuries because it's better to lose. Let's see, force his way into winning. I don't want to answer those questions. You have nothing to do with what I'm going to play and who I'm not going to be playing. So yeah, as I said, I wanted to have a fresh team of players. I'd rather risk losing against Aldershot here than to risk having one of my star players being out for a month or 2 or something like that and missing a lot of games and making me lose a lot more because of that. So yeah, we're gonna be trying to keep a fresher team. They're all gonna have at least a green heart there in order to play if I can find a substitute for them. If I can't, then yeah, maybe I will accept orange. So let's see. Time for game day against Aldershot. Now they are dead last in the division. So we're just going to have to see. And you can see here that I'm going to have to rest him. So we're going to be putting Chori Johnson in. That's been playing a lot of game for us. Charlie Wiggett is fresh, so he's going to be playing. Let's see, Evan Gums is fresh enough anyway. Joseph Rabbits. Now that's a position I feel that I have a really problem with. To find something that can... I mean, I don't think Cody Lyon Jace Foster is good enough. I'm starting to feel that was a bad buy and that I should try and search for another left defender. But yeah, I don't know how many games have I used him. Well, hasn't been playing more than 2 games this season, but he did get 15 last season and still didn't go, even though we did a good season last year because we got promoted last season. So yeah, that's weird. Now right midfielder, Jake Fisher is not that fish. He's fresh enough to be playing or being on the bench. I feel that. But I think I want someone else. And let's see, should we try to use Sonny Kerry? Let's try him out. See what happens. Huis is tired, so we're going to have that Afghan player to play there. Fin Azaz is both suspended and very tired. So we need to find a midfielder to put in there. And then Nathan Oduwo is fit, so we could use Francis Vincent because he can play in as a central midfielder. So let's put him in instead of Azaz there. And yeah, Teddy Perkins. What's his problem? Yeah, of course, because you don't like Evan Gumps being competing for your position in the team. That's understandable. Now we're trying to get rid of Duffy because I don't think that he's been successful enough. But I do need him today. And I'm going to put Aiden Steele there. Now we have a pretty fresh team. Oh crap. Oscar Thorne. I think I'm going to be playing Jake Fisher there then and put Thorne on the bench because he is, I think he's my best player this season. And I really want him to not get a long-term injury, because without him I think we can say goodbye to even competing for a decent position. But yeah, this is the team that I'm going to put on the pitch today. So Oscar Thorne will be on the bench, and let's see and hope that we can win the game even though he's only on the bench. I'm just going to be checking. Luckily that I was checking the volume of my speakers because it seems like it was pretty high. But I think maybe I have turned off the sound. Oh, I shouldn't have. Yeah, maybe I did. Let's pump fist. Let's go back here. I think the last time I even forgot to put back the sound. So let's put it back here now. No, sound is on. Oh well. Let's go. Let's see if I turned it down too much, perhaps. Could have been. Yeah, there is some sounds. Small sound. Johnson. I'm still hoping that we can win this, even with this. Fisher! Jake Fisher! With a glorious pass by Charlie Wiggett, but it was a defensive mistake, I must say. But yeah, good start for the game. Let's keep this up. And here's Carey. Here's Johnson. Johnson's trying to find it again, yes. Getting the ball in, and there is... Oh, Campbell! Let's hope they can... Oh, sorry. Let's hope they can continue in this way. Oh, Gumps. Watch it. Don't get any cards here. Let's hope they can continue like this so that we can keep Thorne out of the game the entire time so that he can rest and get back into full match fitness. But a good start of the game. 1-0 up, and we're going to do, if I like that. So now we have that for all the 4 games. Every time I save and load the game, that one changes. But yeah, I'm going to do at least 1 episode today. I do have a lot of other things I need to be doing today, so even though it... Oh, crap! Even though this is a Sunday that I don't work today, I have things to do at home, so I'm not going to be recording a lot of episodes, but maybe I can squeeze in 1 or 2 episodes Well, it will be at least one since I've started this one, so hopefully this will continue. Let's go to the dressing room. Let's pump some fists. Keep going out there. Now, I am terribly sorry about clearing my throat a lot, but yeah, it's sort of a problem that I can't help. So yeah, yes, here comes Aldershot again. Hey, I don't stop doing that. Here's Campbell. And Campbell. Oh, Campbell, get it! Oh! Maybe we will be having to put in Thorn after all. That's not good. Fisher has been really good. Let's hope he can squeeze in another one. And there they go. Tyrese Campbell scores. Third goal of the season. Great. 2-1 to us. Now, looking at the defense, I can see Charlie Wiggett is getting a bit tired, so I'm actually going to put Teddy Perkins in there. I know that's bringing the quality down a little bit, but at the same time, I need that. I need to rest him. I need him to be fit for the really important games. But hopefully we can keep Aldershot away from our goal anyway. Come on. Come on. Don't let them score here. Here they come with the ball. There comes Hossein finding Campbell. Can Campbell find Jake or something? Finds the ball home. Good play, but ooh, that could have been dangerous. Gumps was actually quite marked there. Here's Carey. Gets the ball in and Campbell! 3-1. Roddy Bill, brilliant. That's perfect. Using a second lineup, so to speak, and still getting 3 points is, of course, so marvelous. I'm pretty sure we can bring back most of the best, or most of the top, or should I say, most of the first team players into the team already in the next game. And then they have a week where they only do training, no games, before the FA Trophy. So hopefully that will be doing it. So hopefully we can put in a good 2 games after this one. This was a tremendous feeling to get 3 points with reserve team this far down, even though it was Aldershot who is dead last in the table. I'm so proud of my lads here. That's a good win, lads. Giving some of the reserve players a real boost as well, which is of course important. Foster raises Wiggett fitness concern. Yeah, I know, he was tired and I did take him out. He shouldn't be any problem putting him there. We're going to have to praise his performance. Like that, he was very positive to that. 5 games unbeaten, home run ends. Sutton United, yeah. I played a lot of Sutton United saves before. Sort of ended up a little bit in my heart. I mean, I know I am a big Manchester United supporter, and yeah, but there are loads of English teams that has a little piece of my heart. Sutton United being one of them. I remember if it was 89 or something when they were giant killers, and I think they beat out 2 teams from the top division, but I know it was at least one, and I'm pretty sure that it was Coventry that they managed to beat, because Coventry was a top team, or top division team I should say, back in those days. Interesting. So let's move on here. They want a team meeting leader. Okay, so But he was just given a game. For God's sake, go cry somewhere else. Oh, I'm gonna deal with that. And they're all pleased and satisfied. Positive. Good. It is the true thing. I mean, if I put one in, I have to take someone else out, and then their position is gone. So, yeah. Let's not worry too much. That's the game. FA Trophy, East Life. That's the game that is so important for us, because that's the only financial income that we're going to get now. Let's see if this helped. We went from 40,000 in debt to 25. So we're in trouble with the finances. I must say that we could use some sponsor. We only have a main kit, which only gives 11,000, and we have no players that can bring us any huge amount of money. That is the hard terms and the hard situation that we have to fight with. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've gotten our players on free transfers, so and we've been a bit lucky with our free transfers. I feel anyway, because we've gotten quite a lot of good players. We're getting some really crappy players as well that I believed in could become really good, but none of them have shown any signs of becoming anything. But we have some that we have gotten our hands on, like Toby Egan, like now Wiggett, and let's say Emil Hughes, Oscar Thorne. Those players has been really, really good, and I feel that Jake Fisher seems like he can become something really good as well. So yeah, that feels good. You can see the value here. We can see Oscar Thorne is actually one of the most valuable players that we have. 18,25,000. What's this? Is that true? £185,000? Oh crap. Too bad that he's so important for us, because we could have really used that money. But we can't get rid of him. This one is a player that we could sell, but I don't know if anybody wants him. Azaz is actually valued at 105. That's interesting. But those are very important players for us. Both of those players are very important for us to get anywhere. So that's really a dilemma, to know if to keep them or to sell them. But yeah, let's get on with this. I am thinking maybe I should keep Wiggett out of the next game, just in case, just to get him fresh for the FA Trophy. Some negative trades, that's not good. Managed to develop a new trade, runs with the ball often. Yeah, that's good. Well, Oscar Thorne gets a award here. Yeah, good. And second place for me. Let's see. Toby Egan has trained well. Let's give him some praise. Even Gums have trained. I can't complain, and I don't want to go in on all the others. Don't have that amount of time today. As I said, I do have some things that I need to do here. I do warm my house with pellets, so I need to clean that boiler and stuff like that. which is very important. So it's getting a bit cold in the house at the moment, since I have to turn it off in order to be able to clean it. So, but yeah, I'm lucky that I don't have direct electricity warming system here, because the here in southern Sweden we've had the price of electricity has skyrocketed, and yeah, I got a huge electricity bill even though I don't warm my house with electricity. So yeah, that's not good. But anyway, we're not here to talk finances. We are here to play with Welling. Charlton wants to give me a job. I say decline interview, because as I said before, and as I'm going to say every time, is that I'm going to stay in this club till they fire me, or until we grow tired of this game. So yeah, hopefully we will have many seasons left to play with Welling United. Now, the biggest goal for me personally is to stabilize the finances, to improve the youth. Every time I have a chance, I'm going to improve the youth system. And yeah, what else was there? Yeah, to get professional status, of course, so that it will be better and more efficient to try and train and get the best out of the players. So yeah, let's go. They were happy with that as well. It's a good answer though. I mean, if I have to play him, I'm gonna have to pick someone else to leave the team. So pressure builds on what Johnson looks to force his way out. It's okay. And I'm going to criticize this one now, because he's been absolutely worth the worst in the training. And they continue to win, so they put pressure. They're only 1 point after us. So it's going to be a tough game against them in the FA Trophy, that's for sure. I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on. Time for the Halifax game. Interesting. Let's see if we can't get this to work. I think we are going to get this. We're going to find a way to. Let's see. Has improved in the last. Matthew Saunders. Let's praise him then. Adam Bodnar's progress. So he's very happy about being. It's been some time since I played this. So Adam Bodnar, where and when? Oh, midfielder, central, right and left. He can play anywhere on the midfield. He's been training well. It's going up everywhere here, but he's not a very good player so far. But yeah, maybe he will be, because he is getting better. He has a high determination, which I find very important for any player to become a really good player. So yeah, hopefully let's hold our thumbs and hope for the best there. Now this one. Visitor can be resolved by playing a more suitable regime or taking him off the individual. Okay, let's take him off the individual focus then. And then let's move on. We want to play this Halifax game. And we will see if anybody needs rest or whatever. Let's see what we can put on the pitch against Halifax. Come on. The team looks good, except for Francis Vincent. I think we're going to put in Azaz there then. Huis looks fresh to come back. Let's put him back. Let's give him the position there. Charlie Wiggett looks okay, but let's get Teddy Perkins. Let's give him the chance there, and then we put Muir on the bench because we want him back now for the cup game. So he's going to come on from the bench sometime during the game. How about Rabbits? Is Rabbits? He's fully fit. So let's put him back actually, because I don't think he will. Hopefully he won't be in need of a rest, because we're going to play this game. Then we have 1 week of rest, and then we're going to play in the cup. So hopefully whoever I put into this game will be fresh until the next game. So let's put Nathan Payne in as well. Sonny Carey did do an okay job in the previous games, so maybe put him on the bench instead of Steele. Thorne is not tired anymore, but Jake is, so he's going to take the position of Jake Fisher, and Fisher go back to the bench. Yeah, I think this will be okay, an okay game. I think when we start the next game, we're going to be changing out Shuri Johnson, Ted Perkins, and Evan Gomes for those other players that we have. But for this game, let's hope that they can keep it good here and give us 3 points against Halifax. Come on, lads. I have faith in you. Let's go. Bump the fist I'm going to do. And I'm going to do like that. And we kick off. And skip that. Walking into the pitch. So, game against Halifax. How will we manage this game? Will we be able to win it? Come on, Welling. Another thing that is very important, of course, is that we bring in the supporters that we have. And that's pretty much one of the biggest reasons I did pick this team down here. Because the arena that they have can take 4,500 spectators, which is quite high down here. So, yeah. I mean, we need some good things happening in order to bring that kind of spectators to the games, of course. So we are far from it, but we have something to grow on. My feeling was that we didn't need to try and use the finances to try and get the stadium up and running, because the stadium was already good enough to, or had seats enough to be able to give us some financial aid. Well, if we got some sporting success. So yeah. And I mean, for some reason I've been following Welling when I played other teams down there, and yeah. And now I always take a look at Welling since I've started to play. Even if I'm Manchester United, I do from time to time jump down, take a look. How does it go for Welling? Oh, it goes terrible. Sometimes I even try to use my United money and perhaps buy a lousy player for a couple of 100,000 and give them a good financial situation, but that's just when it goes really good for me. Otherwise, and I'm not doing it when I'm in the save that I have now. I need to save every pound that I can find in order to try and win, because as you've seen, it is not very easy being Manchester United at the moment. We don't have the players that the team had back in the Ferguson days. Now I'm falling into the other The other save that I play where I use Football Manager 22. This is Football Manager 21. Sad part about that would be cool if you could sort of overlap it or whatever. If I could, what should I say? Take a save from 21 and use it in 22, and every new things would automatically work. But that's not the. Oh crap! Crap! They take the lead. Not good. Come on. At least we have 1,133 spectators or attendants here. And we're going to lose today. Payne is incredibly tired. This is weird. And I'm getting scared for the FA Trophy game, to be honest. How are we going to be able to win that with a team that loses at home against Halifax? Crap. This one got away from me. I guess I talked too much about my other saves. Coming up every Thursday at 8 Central European Time on this channel. The Manchester United save. So I sort of got away from this one. No, not awesome. No gesture. Just thrash your arms. Far from pleased with that result, because I really am. And yeah, going to be a tough game against Eastlife, I guess. And I'm really afraid that we might be going out against them. And if we do that, that will be... Oh, crap. Niall Payne is injured for 6 to 8 days. Not good. Campbell injured. Only 1 to 2 days. That's okay. Nathan Reason playing as a left midfielder. Yes, but yeah. I'm thinking about maybe Vincent should come back in that position. Fawn, Azaz, oh, I can't do without all of those. We do have a week of rest now before we are to play against Eastlife in the FA Trophy. So, but this is horrible. I'm so nervous for that game because we really do need the money that it gives to be in a cup. Tremendous sadness that we went out of the FA Cup first round here. Tremendous disappointment. But yeah, what do? You can't control it afterwards. You have to do the job on the pitch, on the day. And it doesn't help to be playing like guts 2 weeks after the game that is important. So yeah. I don't know. Let's scout player. Because he had some yellow numbers there that I was interested in. So, but it looked like it's another central defender. So yeah. But let's get on with this, and let's hope that we can do something here now. We want this win. We need to go through in this tournament. The financial situation is in dire need of us going through. We have 27,000 in deficit, and we haven't even reached half the season yet, so it is a big problem. I don't want to talk about that, but he might be playing here since Payne is injured. There is a big possibility that we will be using Carey there. He did do okay against Aldershot, I guess. So here's that players that are out on loan. We could have used him back at the moment, to be honest. We can't bring him back, can we? Let's see. Officer clubs, contract, new contract for it. No, we can't bring him back, but we really could have used him now. We have Tyrese injured as well. We have Stag injured. Now he did manage to go through without being injured for long, so that's good. But look at all these players that need rest. Let's hope that they can get back. We do have quite some time before the game against East Life, but yeah, doesn't look very good, does it? Let's go into tactics because I want to do something. We're going to be putting in the players that we want to play against. Evan Gumps gets that position, yes, but because we want these two as central defender. That's the right, that's the left. Let's hope that we can keep this team, except for Payne. We're going to be taking out him and put Kerry in there, or Reese Brown. I think that's a better choice, like that, and hope that the players will be fit for the game against Eastleaf here. You can see here we lost the second position as well because of that loss against Halifax. And their unbeaten run ends. Just need to press here now. And then we have Boston at home again. So we've had a lot of home games, which is good for the financials. But yeah, it also ends us up with that. It also proves that we're going to get a period where we have a lot of away games and we're going to lose a lot of money. So I really need this victory. So let's hope that we can get this victory. Wheatstone wants to loan Gumps. That could be a good arrangement because Gumps is not our first choice. And then Teddy Perkins can be the first. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that actually. We will have some tremendous problem if we get an injury in the central defense, but he's contracted until 24, so he has got the entire next season as well. And I think that he has the potential to become quite good, but he's not getting the playing time as it is in our club. Let's just see. They're going to pay me £50. They're going to pay 70% of his wages if he's playing, and if they don't use him, they're going to be paying 80% of his salary. I think that's a good, that's a good arrangement. I'm going to use him until the end of the season. So yeah, let's use that. Let's let them. Let's hope that he picks them and gets some first-time playing time and come back better for the next season. Here's what they suggest. They want them to change plays. Maybe that's... I had a little feeling that I wanted that as well. They want to put in those two. I don't want to do that. I think Huis and Azaz are better than both of them. And we need to be as good as possible here. But yeah, there is one thing that I've been thinking about though. It's looking at this to take Vincent. Yeah, that's another star coming in there. So hopefully that's good. And hopefully this is why they wanted me to do that change, because these are tired. But hopefully that tiredness will be over before we get to the game. It doesn't look like it though. Maybe I should have rested Hoyce at least in that other game against Halifax as well. Oh well, not much to do about that. You can't go back in time and change it. Unfortunate, but knowing what I know now, I would have kept him out of the team. Let's see, it's like that. I would have kept him out of the team so that he would have been fit for this game. But we're going to have to play him anyway. Even though he's in need of a rest, we're going to have to play him. That's our most important player on the midfield, I'm pretty sure of it. And yeah. So we need to do that. Have no other thing. Let's see here. Field situation could be solved, but I'm saying let's take him off that then. Crybabies. Let's take him off that then. Yeah, tactics. Let's see. He's still in need of a rest, it says. But looking at that, that's 4-star. That's the best star player that I have. 29 years of age. Good numbers. Still training good. I mean, I can't. And they have a good relationship on the pitch. So I just can't take that out. I can't risk it. I'm very, very nervous at this moment because we really do need the money. We need to go through that. And of course, if we gain promotion this season, it's our very last season, hopefully, that we get to play in the FA Trophy. Because you only play that down here, of course. You don't do that once you reach the professional leagues. You get into the League Cup instead of that FA Trophy. So, of course, would be great if we can do a great performance in that cup this season, in this cup. Let's go then. We have nothing. There's not much I can do to get this to become better, so I'm just going to be playing like this. We have Fisher, Kerry, Noor Hussein, Gumps and Hadler on the bench. So, yeah. Let's pump some fists. Let's owe them. And everybody seems to be motivated. So let's get this on the run. Here we come. Lining up our players. Time for the FA Trophy to start for our part. So, Egan hoisting the ball up to Vincent. Vincent, well, that didn't find an address. Here we go. Thorne, Azaz, Campbell, finding Thorne. Thorne, oh, good save by their keeper. But at least we got the first chance of the game. Let's hope we can keep up the pressure. They put that one away. Let's hope for a good amount of spectators. And let's hope that we can get a win here because we need the prize money as well. Come on, Welling. Come on. We need this win. I feel that we have pretty much our best team on the pitch. So I don't know. There ain't much I can do if this doesn't work. But I know I have to do something in the end of the game if things doesn't happen. Here's Hughes. They headed it away. Is that our ball? Yes, Muir. Muir gets it into Vincent here then. Can he get... No. Rabbits. Can he get the ball in? He could. And there's Thorne! Oscar Thorne makes it 1-0 to Welling. Marvellous. Marvellous, marvellous. And such a tremendous... Oh, that's so good. So released. Some of the nerves have been released there. Let's see if we can keep this up. Here's Vincent. Now, they haven't had a real chance so far, but here they come. Hill. Get the ball in. Wicket is there. Good. And here's Brown. Brown running with the ball. Can he get past? He gets the ball in though. And there is Vincent. And there is 2-0! Francis Vincent! Yes! Yes! And we need to keep this up. Yes! Marvellous, lads. Let's... Oof. Still a nervous game though, because lots can happen and they are a good side. I've been surprised that they... Oh, Thorne close to scoring there, and we get a corner out of that. I am surprised that they haven't really had a really good opportunity on us. But on the other hand, we do have our very best defence on the pitch now, so maybe that's the reason. Coming in here, we're going to pump our fists, and I'm going to tell them that they're doing great, but that they are capable of doing even better. And let's hope they can do that. And we have how many spectators? 1,050. Whereof 229 are away supporters. So they brought a couple of supporters this time. Whew. I don't know if the ticket prices are higher in these cups than it is in the league here, but I guess it is. And if we get that away, Maycock, Tomlinson, Oldham, and Shibby Beach, and Smith is there, and they pulled one back. This is not good. They have definitely started the game a lot better, the second half a lot better than we have. Campbell hasn't been great, and we are very tired in our central midfield positions. This is nervous. What am I supposed to do? The players are too good to be taken out. Here's Campbell, and he's... You know what? I'm going to take out Campbell and put Jake Fisher in there. And hopefully he can be the difference. Here's Huys. He gets it out to Fisher. Oh! Top of the bar! Top of the bar, lads. The ladies. Come on. Oh no. Here they come. Get the ball away. No, 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 no. It's an offside goal. Thank you. Holy smoke. This is going to be nervously to the very end. I can feel it. Come on, people. Come on, lads. You got this. Come on. Hoyce, you're going to get arrested in the next game if we win this one. Yes! We are through in this cup. We are through. Oh my God. Nice. Then we have our arch threatened. That was a good win for us. I can breathe again. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Just lifting a big brick out of my heart in this nervous amount of time here. Welling United winning FA Trophy third round. Yeah, good, 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 lads. And we received £6.35 thousand. £6,000. That's good. I mean, it's ridiculous when you think about teams like Manchester United and stuff like that. But down here, 6,000 is really good. We're down to 12,000 in debt now. So such a small amount of money can do such a huge amount of help for a club like this. And yeah, that is interesting, to be honest. So now we have another week of rest here before we have the last game of this episode against Boston United. I wonder if we will get to see the draw for the next round before we end this. Sometimes it does say it underneath here, but it doesn't, so I guess we won't be getting the draw for that FA trophy. And Gumps has agreed to leave, and we're going to compile and we're going to make a comment. Like that. So, and he's going to be playing in one, I think that's one division down, isn't it? Yeah. In the division that we played last season, and he's going to be a top team there. So if he gets to play regular, as they have said that he will, then yeah, he can really develop down there. So let's hope he will do that. Let's hope we get a better player back at the end of the season, which will help me as well, if he is good enough to play, but also even if he don't get good enough to play, he will still have opportunity to what's this? Oh crap. Even if he's not good enough to get into the first team, if he develops, I might be getting some money for him if I try to sell him, or if I get to sell him, if I find someone that will buy him then. So all in good things that he's going on loan. Hannibal, I get in, yeah, I tried to lend him, I think, but let's make another offer, loan offer. I can't lend him. That's too bad. It would have been great to lend a player of that caliber. I mean, he's far from the Manchester United first team, but he's also far away from all our players. So we have an early assessment of our youth team intake this year. We don't have any great numbers of players coming through in any single position. Thank you very much. We have no defensive midfielders coming through. Thank you very much. We haven't got any new wing backs coming through. Thank you very much. Most of our centre backs coming through looks like they won't make the grade. Thank you. Most of the new central midfielders do not look like they'll ever be good enough for the first team. Oh my god. The next crop of wide midfielders do not look like great prospect. Most of our attacking midfield coming through look like to be below the required standard. This is a very poor crop of players, unfortunately. No kidding. That's something that I want to expand as well if we get some money to the club, that's for sure. The draw for the Build Base FA Trophy is made today, so we're going to get to see who we will get in our next. We're going to get Bognor Regis Town. Yeah. From that South Division. From the division that we played in last season. So have a little chance there as well, I guess. That's good. We're going to be playing at home. That's good. So yeah. And I'm going to have to look at... I'm just going to look at this. I don't know if I have any... Yeah, there's past meetings. We have actually only beaten them once. We lost in a friendly, we lost in the league, and we won in the league. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, we want extra time if that is needed. And schedule, yeah. And so we will play one more game here. Then we have next episode is Southend, Seoul, Hull Moors, Dagon Reed, and we'll end the next episode with that FA Trophy. So hopefully that will end in a good way. But for now, we still have one more game to play in this episode, so let's get to that one as quick as possible. so that we can get this over and done with, this episode, and get one episode closer to the next round in the FA Trophy. Good that we went through in the cup. We needed that money, and but we're still down to 25 in debt. So we should really be trying to get rid of some of the dead legs in the team. The players that I feel isn't good enough to be here at all, I really should be trying to get rid of in some way or another. But it's hard. Really hard to sell players down here if they don't fit in my team, which is kind of a crappy team. Then how are they going to be fitting into any other teams, and who would want to buy them, and so on and so forth. That's just the way it is. So let's see, how did he do? 7.1 in average rating there. That's good. No interceptions though, but did win 2 tackles, which was 100%. He made 3 fouls, which wasn't very good then. But key headers, 1. So they did draw at home against Maidstone. Put in a good performance. The centre room won on a few aerial challenges during the game. So yeah, he's delighted with the going on loan. So that's all in good favour. And it is, of course, since I do know that he's not good enough to be our first team player for us, it is, of course, good that I do lose quite a bit of his salary as well, in which I don't have to worry about. Now I could see Hughes and Azaz are both very tired today as well. So it looks like I'm going to have to rest both of them against Boston. So we're going to have to see what we can put on the pitch. And that, I mean, I do know that I have that Afghan player, Noor Hussein, that is good enough to play there. But other than that, it is a bit short of quality players in the midfield. They want me to put Francis Vincent in and use Nathan Oduwo at the left. Pretty much what I myself have been thinking that I should do, but yeah, we're just gonna have to get to the game day and see what we can do. I'll pick and choose then. Toby Egan has been training very well, and again it is that Sonny Carey that doesn't want to train. Very irritating with players that does. It's at the same time, it's of course very irritating for them as well, because we are not a professional club. So whenever there's no training and stuff like that, they don't get anything because they don't play games either. So yeah, I can understand them at the same time, of course. So I do know that I have too many players, and since we are not a professional club, I can't develop these many players. So I need to stop signing players that I feel is a bargain or something that could become better in the future, because to be honest, I think that we are we can't afford it, and we can't train them to become better because we don't have the facilities, we don't have the power to make them better. That they don't get any playing time. There's not enough training. So yeah, I know. Our game is being postponed. Why did our games become postponed? Yeah, it says here, waterlogged pitch. All right. This is our arena. We can see here 4,500. Seating capacity is 1. Capacity for all seater games is 1,000. Expansion capacity is only 8,000. So once we reach that magical number, if we reach that magical 8,000, we're going to have to build a completely new arena. And that's not good. Then we need some rich man to come and give us money, and that's not going to happen, I'm pretty sure. Lot of postponed games, it looks like. Lotted. Oh well, let's get on with this. Let's see. How does the schedule set? Is it... So it will still be that game in 11 days. So now we're going to have a long way to go. So what am I going to talk about during that time? I don't know. They played Dulwich and getting a 1-1. Had a quiet game. I wonder if he had his key headers, fouls made, interception, tackles completed, header won. Yeah. The important thing is that he develop. I don't really care if he brings them up a division or if he gets them to lose a lot or whatever. As long as he develops and become a better player, that's the important thing for me, of course. Long way to go before we have the busted game then, a postponed game. So we have a couple of trainings here. We have a resting there. They shouldn't be resting. There's no match practice there. What is going on? We're going to have to go in there and do some changes. And then I want some match practice perhaps here then instead. Let's go. Look up this. Brown is a Bangor City target. Well, you have to pay some money, and of course deal which end up 18.25. That would be good. Yeah, I would accept that kind of money, to be honest. Nash didn't score. Had a quiet game before he was substituted. So not making much noise down there. So maybe it's no problem that I didn't have him before when we have a lot of injuries and stuff. Here we have Ellison Wright injured. This isn't good. A player that I didn't know we have, and look at the determination. Been some time since I played the game. Oh, come on. Let's go there. Let's go into training. We're just going to have to, let's see, calendar. And we have our next game there against Boston. So we're going to do changes here. I'm just going to do some, or should I do some defending? I'll do some ground defense. And I do some aerial defense. And I'll do some attacking here, I guess. Direct. And attacking wings. Confirm that week. And then the week after that is this one. This is before that. We're going to have match practice preparations here. Teamwork. And practice. Let's do that. So we do get something out of those training which is coming up this week. I think it's important that we try to get something good out of it. England win World Cup. Are you kidding me? England, Holland. England have won the FIFA World Cup after 4-1 win over Holland at... I didn't even know that they were playing a World Cup. I did see something coming up about a World Cup. Interesting. Who did they... But Ramsdale? Gomez? Torino? There. This is not the real... Yeah, there it is. Sterling, Rashford, Kane... Lots of unknown players here with Chilwell, Dyer. Who is this one then? Contract to Milan. Never heard of him. Fikatoyo Tomiri. Never heard of that player, to be honest. All the others might be ringing a bell from time to time, but that one does not. Interesting. England winning the World Cup. That would be really, really cool if that happened in the real life. I've always had my heart for England, even though I am a Swede. I'm not going to watch the goals. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to do that. As I said, even though I'm a Swede, my heart has always been for for the English national side. I think it goes back to my very first World Cup was in 1982, the Spain one, and I fell in love with British or English football there, and I had, of course, like everyone else, a great love for the Brazilians in that World Cup. What players they had, but for some reasons my heart still ended up being English, so to speak, and Sweden wasn't even in that tournament, so I guess that's one of the reasons why I've always put England ahead of Sweden after that. Sort of been my go-to country, and I followed them for many years. I think 86 was my really first World Cup where I sort of tried to look at every single game that I could, and I remember being completely stabbed in the heart by the hand of God thingamajig. Oh, wow. I mean, it doesn't matter that he made one of the most brilliant goals in World Cup history in that game as well, because the hand of God just puts him in the category for me that he's the world's biggest cheater. Now there's loads of cheater in today's football as well. I know loads of players throwing themselves like actors and stuff, and I hate it. Absolutely hate it. It has destroyed football for me because I don't have that love for football that I once had. I mean, in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, I had such a love for football, and I just didn't want to miss. Especially, I didn't want to miss any games with Manchester United or the English national side. I follow them every game, and the more World Cups and European Championship that we went out in because of players that were acting and using the hand of God and stuff like that, and eventually I sort of lost interest, and the biggest stab in the heart, being a Manchester United supporter, so the biggest stab in the heart was actually when we got Cristiano Ronaldo, because we had this tremendous talent of a player, brilliant footballer, but he was at the same time one of the biggest actors in the game. And all of a sudden, the actors was in my own team. And then we got Berbatov. I remember him doing some acting, which led us to win 1-0 against Liverpool in the FA Cup. And sure, I was happy that we beat Liverpool, of course, as them being our biggest rivals and stuff like that. But at the same time, I was feeling sick about it, because all my life, all my football life, I've been complaining about all these actors destroying it for my teams, for the England national side and for Manchester United. Once we, in the 90s, when we got out to Europe and we played Italian teams and stuff like that, and all these acting which were destroying us. And that's one of the reasons I'm so extremely happy that I was around and experienced the 99 success. And the 99 success for me is such a tremendous thing, because here we had a team that didn't throw themselves, that didn't act. They just played football and they were brilliant at it, and they managed to win a treble. And yeah, I mean, I say this, I think that's the last time I've seen a team win that didn't have actors in it. And that's part of the problem. I do see that 99 trophy so much higher than the 2008, because in 2008 we got so much, we won so much from players like Cristiano Ronaldo throwing himself to the ground. I mean, sure, I'm not saying that he'd thrown himself every time, and sure, some of the team that we faced could or should be got themselves to blame, because if you go hard into a player like that, you know that he's going to throw himself once he gets the chance. So you need to have a different kind of defending, which is of course hard as well, because then you give him a lot of space to move around and to express himself and use his skills. And he was such a skilled player that, yeah. So I know it's tough, but I hate players that throw themselves to the ground. And I think when you look at the national sides, I mean, when you look at the teams like when Spain had their greatness and was winning everything, World Cups and European Championship and everything, I mean, half the team were throwing themselves to the ground in every situation they got. And they won so much on all their acting. And then we have the France, when they were the big kahunas, or whatever you want to call it. They had a tremendous amount of actors as well. I remember a game where Deschamps felt that he was, or fell very easy on the midfield. And then he looked at the judge, and the judge wouldn't give him a free kick. So he just jumps up, run back half the pitch, and steal the ball back and get back to the game again. I mean, why throw yourself to the ground when you... I mean, there's no... Oof, I get so irritated, to be honest. I think it's horrible to see all those players that are... And it's getting more and more, and it's getting worse and worse. And that's why I probably... Nowadays, my love for football is much greater in games like Football Manager. Instead of watching the real thing on telly, I'd rather play the game on the computer. And I hope they don't bring that kind of thing into this game, because I really would hate it. But yeah, enough complaining about those actors. Let's get into this. We have reached the game against Boston, and Oscar Thorne is injured. Let's see if he is fit enough to play in the game, or if I'm gonna have to take him out. We could use him. At the same time, if it's somebody... Oh, look at the tight schedule here. Next episode's going to be tough, starting with 2 games so closely together. It's going to be tough. Really tough, to be honest, and don't like it. So we're going to have to be using a lot of reserve players there, I guess. Postpone again? Are you kidding me? It's still waterlogged? Are you kidding me? So we have to continue to the next game? Come on. We're going to play away in the next game, so that's good. Gives Oscar Thorne a chance to get back, but do I dare to play with them? Or should I just use reserve players in both these games? And I think I'm going to do that, actually. I think I'm going to be trying to change the entire team in both these games. But at the same time, maybe I should use the best here and then rest them here, and hopefully they will be back for the trophy, because they can't play even if I don't have players enough to play so far down. What's this? Shortly near end of contract. So these are players that I can try and sign on free transfers now. Cool. I don't think he wants to join us. I think that's the player that I try to lend, if I'm not mistaken. I can't offer contract. Alright, we just have to get by. And here's the players in my team. Victor Fundi. Maybe I should give him an opportunity to come back. I don't have an extension on that one, do I? Should I let him do the... Yeah, let's give him... I'm trying to get rid of him. I think I'm going to try to get rid of him as well. I think I'm going to let him go, even though his potential are very high, but he's 25, so he's not going to reach that potential. Goalkeeper. Enough time, they say. Alright, he's not good enough, that's true. Not good enough, I feel that way as well. He's got huge potential, so maybe I should be trying to use him a lot more than I do. That's the right defender, isn't it? No, that's the defensive midfielder that I used in the beginning of the game, yes. So he's still in the team. I haven't been able to get rid of him. That's interesting. But then we will get rid of him after this season then. Rabbits, I want to try and get a better contract with him. Ellison Wright. Breakthrough, good potential. So let's see if they can renew it. Nate Payne, let's see if he can renew that. Bradley Ryan has some high potential. Let's have a look at him. He's only 19. So let's give the director of football. And here's staff. Can I have the director? I think I'm going to keep all my staff if I can. And I'm going to let him do the negotiation. I can't. Director of football, yeah, of course. I need to negotiate that contract myself. And yeah, let's give him 500. And let's give him 25 in raise if he helps us get promoted. Like that. And the youth contracts. Oh, lacking potentials. All of them are lacking potentials. Every one of them is probably going to have to leave. So let's not do any decision at all there. Victor Fundi is totally yeah, and Bradley the same, and Neil Aspin, Chief Scout, is not interested in either. So it's going to be tough, it looks like, to get them to sign new contracts here. But yeah, I think maybe I should give Victor Fundi an opportunity to play today. I've been thinking about it. And if not in this game, then maybe against, in the very first episode, in the next. Or should I just end this episode by giving him the opportunity to play? I think we're going to do that. Let's just get to the match day and see, and hopefully we will get to play as well. And here we need to criticize them like that. Let's get to that game. Winston will talk to Mooney to move to. All right. I'll let you go if a team comes with a reasonable bid for you. I guess I have to do that. Oh, what's he worth? Is there a valued at 39,000? So maybe 30. Can I put? I don't want to be that greedy, but 30,000 is a good, and that's fine by him. So yeah, I think I got him on a free transfer, so 30,000 will still be 30,000 plus for me. So yeah, and it will help my finances, even though it's 53,000. We are bleeding. We need to sell a couple of players, that's for sure. But yeah. Oh well, let's get on with this. Let's get to that game because we want to go through to the next. I have things to do before I can record the next episode, if I have time to record it today. I hope I do, because I really would love to get a couple of episodes up and running on that, so that I have some time to do other things. Let's see here. Gator offered Wellington Scott Doe a job as a manager. Oh crap. That's he's gonna screw us over again. He's only an under 18 coach, so let's try and give him a new contract. I can't, because I don't think I'm allowed to have more. No, it's full. I have all the coaches that I can get in the first team, so he would only be down there anyway. But I do have scout positions available if I want, but I don't want that at the moment. So he's going to screw us over again, I guess. He was a player for us for in that last season. He signed a huge contract with 4 years, and then he ends his career after first season, which was that really hurt me. Really did hurt me, because the only reason I signed a new contract and gave him that raise was just because I wanted him to stay on for seasons to come. And then he goes and just, I'm finished. So yeah, that was a disappointment, really, really big disappointment. And Rowley is going to leave us, of course, as well. He's going to go to Middlesbrough. Hopefully he's not going to be a big loss for us. We haven't used him that much, and I don't think he's even been playing a single minute. Toby Egan has been brilliant. And Toby Egan is the one that I want to put my faith in for the future. Hopefully he can be here for many seasons to come. Maybe he can develop and grow with the club and be a big part for us to get into a professional status and all of that interesting things. So yeah, the dream is of course to get some big money, but I don't see that happening. Even if we should have or would find a superstar from our youth team, we won't get any money from him, 30,000, something like that. We could be signing with a sell-on clause, of course, because that's what I'm going to try to get for Fisher, that's for sure. If I sell him, the biggest thing is that I want to try and get that sell-on clause, because he might become a really good player. And if he gets to be a superstar somewhere and gets sold, then if we can get 10% of a £1 million deal, we will get 100,000, and that will be a lot of money for us. So that's what I feel is the thing that I want to try and get. Stag is on his way back, so I think this is going to be tough. Perkins is of course going to come in on that, and Victor Fundy is going to be playing together with, I think it's going to be playing together with Fisher and have Thorne on the bench. Now we don't have that, but we have Canavan. I think going to be placing Canavan into the team to take the position, because I wanted to maybe in the next game let the defense play. Now these two, they are so important as well. You know what? I'm going to play with this team. It's interesting enough to see that Victor Fundy is going to be playing today. Let's hope he can do some magic and play good up there. And we just have to see what happens. Let's go on with the game. I'm pretty sure that we will have to put Oscar Thorne in before the game is over, especially since he's been out for so long, Victor Fundy. Even though he's not been injured or something like that, it's just that, yeah, he didn't play very well at the end of the time that he had. And I just found him to be a weak link. But maybe now that he's been out of the team for so long, maybe now he can just find his way back and make... Oh! Marcus Muir makes it 1-0 for us. Good. And remember what it said in the start, before we started this game, we are underdogs today. So, I mean, maybe I am right about that we are playing above our potentials. I was expecting us to fight for survival, and we are fighting for a playoff position, which is something that I'm very happy about. Of course, I think we have surpassed all our wildest dreams and thoughts about what we were going to do with this season. Now Vin Azaz has been injured, so I'm going to change him pretty quick in the second half here. But yeah, Pump Fist here, still room for improvements. And then to go Azaz, and we're going to have to put Sony Carey in there. It looks like Fundy really does have his game. He is not getting tired today. Maybe it's because he doesn't move, or perhaps it's something else. I don't know. But Jake Fisher is getting a bit tired. Now he is getting a yellow card as well. I am thinking maybe we should be taking him out and put Thorn in, and there they equalize. Not good. It calls for Oscar Thorn to come in. Let's do that. I don't think it's going to help us a lot, but yeah, we're going to do it. And I'm actually going to take out Huis as well. He's been tired for a long time, and now we have done all our 3 changes. So, going to be interesting to see if we can get any opportunity in this end of the game here, or if they will get an opportunity. 1,200 spectators almost, and only 56 has travelled from Welling to Solihull to look at this game. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, Welling. No, a 1-1 draw is of course better than I expected, but not good enough if we want to keep fighting for those playoff positions. But yeah, so far so good. I think we've ended another episode with quite an okay performance. We are still in a playoff position after this episode as well. So let's just continue to try and fight this and try to get things done. Azaz being injured only for 1 to 2 days. I was planning on resting him anyway in the next game, so that's okay. Muir shines. Yep, he was put his goal in like that. Let's have a look at our team. You can see that Azaz is injured and a lot of tired players, and all of those players needs to be rested. So we're going to be using quite a different team in our very first game for the next episode. But for this episode, it's all over. And I don't know where they have squeezed in that Boston game now. It's all the way to the 17th of January. So we have a schedule here that is somewhat cramped. Loads of game piling up on each other. It's going to be a lot of changes doing in every game. I think Victor Fundy is going to get to play a couple of games now, because I think that's going to be important that we use a lot of players now to keep the rest, the fatigue in the team down. Looking at the competitions, we can see that we are third, even though we have 25 games played only. So we are only 4 points off. If we win our 2 games that we have in hand, we will be back on the 2nd position, but of course that's going to take a lot. Hartlepool seems to be a tremendous force this season, and is probably going to be the one that is going to win this division, and we're beating them 4-1. We are one of the 2 teams that have actually beaten Hartlepool. That's interesting, very interesting, I must say. So yeah, the financial situation, we will be, it doesn't look good, that's for sure. But I'm going to try, and now that before or after or whatever I record the next episode, I will try to get some view of this. Throw out players. Trying to get rid of players is the most important thing. But looking at this, and if we take our filters and we bring in all the players that we have in the club, you can see that the amount of players are way too big for our little club. That's just the way it is. That's nothing to say about it, more than that this is way too many players, and way too many players like Rory McCauley that doesn't even get a minute of playtime, which is, he's out of this of the competition to play. Same with Scott Kilberth. He's also out of any thought of being played. So yeah, I need to get rid of a couple of players, and I don't really know how, but I'm gonna have to look into that and try to sell out a couple of players. Still, we need a lot of players because we are playing a lot of games, so, and we have a lot of players getting tired very quickly. So, but I'm not going to be nagging on about that. I just want to tell you to stay safe and to do like, subscribe, and all that wonderful things. Don't forget to leave a comment. Yeah. There's nothing more for me to say than to keep having fun out there and keep watching my videos. And I'll just end with a bye-bye-bye.